let's go ahead and get into the next story. Funky Daniva. Okay. So Funky... So the whole debacle at Fox, so we brought it up. I don't know if I brought it up on Monday. I can't remember, but we did talk about how Fox. So I did bring it up on Monday, and then after I brought it up on Monday, everything went left. So on Monday, Funky Daniva went live, and basically, because at first it seemed amicable that him leaving TGIF and Fox Soul was an amicable thing. Then he went live and said that he was frustrated that these girls asking for their equipment back. I don't want their funky equipment, whatever the situation was or whatever. Don't quote me on that because I don't know exactly what he said. I didn't see that part, but. He got mad that they asked for their equipment back. The second thing that he said was that there was somebody that was brought on to be a guest on TGIF, and they brought on Flame Monroe. Flame Monroe and Funky Daniva are not cool. They've been, I guess, beefing. I don't want to say beefing because, usually, Funky Daniva doesn't say anything about Flame. I think he mentioned Flame Monroe twice. If I'm not mistaken, once when Flame went on the Breakfast Club and she was talking about whatever she was talking about, and Funky Daniva did a video and commentated on that. So apparently, Flame didn't like what he said, and kind of went off on it, and then he responded about having Flame on TGIF, saying that I'm not going to have somebody that's going to be talking about me constantly on the show, not as long as I'm on there. And he said that was the only times that he's ever brought up Flame publicly. Now, Flame has said disparaging things about Funky Daniva regarding that he is on drugs allegedly and that he did all these different things or whatever. Now, that's here nor there. I wouldn't want, to be fair, I wouldn't want, to have somebody on the show that's constantly bashing me. So I wouldn't, bring that energy onto the show that I work at, As far as the equipment thing, that's typical corporate thing. You got to turn in your bags. You got to turn in a laptop, whatever I know there was times when I had a really dope laptop, it was a Premiere PC or HP computer, whatever, or a laptop or whatever that I got at one of my old jobs, and I had to return that because it was the company's property. Here at Pyro, when we have a staff member and we send them stuff, they have to return the equipment once we terminate them or they terminate their contract with us. That's not unheard of. That's pretty typical.
Normal.
It's pretty typical. So, but what happened on yesterday, and why it's kind of escalating is that, and I want to say that I'll say what I have to say after all of this, whatever, because I do have my opinion on certain things. Let's take a look at what, or a clip of what Funky said yesterday that happened when, and how Tasha K got involved. And when she gets involved, there's all types of messiness. But just take a look.
Tasha K called and she said, hey, do you have 5 minutes? I said, yeah. What's going on? She said, I got Flame Monroe on the line. Now let me first back up and say that Tasha K called me about 2 nights prior, and she wanted to know would I be willing to have a conversation with Flame Monroe. And I told her no. I said, there's no real reason for me and Flame Monroe to have a conversation. I don't know Flame. We don't occupy the same spaces. We don't roll in the same circles. We in 2 different age brackets. There is no real reason for me to have any type of conversation with Flame Monroe. All right. Then by the end of the conversation, I said, she said, Q, are you sure you don't want to talk to Flame? I said, listen, I'm always down to broker peace. If Flame wants to talk, fine. Me and Flame can talk. So Tasha calls me today. She says, hey, do you have 5 minutes? I said, yeah, what's going on? She said, I got Flame on the phone. This is off the record. Cool. She was like, would you be down to talk to Flame? I'm like, okay, whatever. So me and Tasha started talking and she said, okay, Is it okay if I record this for the culture? You know, y'all two can talk for the culture. And I said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not interested in having a conversation with Flame Monroe recorded because I want to be part of a circus. The only thing left to do in that moment, is for me and Flame Monroe to get to arguing. It get posted on TashaKLive.com, and then it just become all this fodder for YouTube. And y'all know that I don't like being in YouTube drama. I don't like being in the story. So Flame in the background, selling out, talking all loud and hostile. Oh, well, whatever. I don't even want to do a recording because he rocks in public. It's only right that he talk in public. That right there let me know the energy that she was coming to this conversation with. She wanted a show. She wanted a read session. She had pre-rehearsed her reads and wanted to sit there and collect me together on a recorded phone call for it to go viral. You're not getting a moment out of me, sweetie. So I said, girl, bye. I hung up the phone. I went to YouTube and I made a video really quickly, just detailing what happened because I already knew.
Now, I don't want to play the whole thing. You guys can go over to Funky Naniva's YouTube channel and watch the whole live last night. This is from last night. First and foremost, Tasha K is very messy. Okay? Tasha K is very, very messy. There was no reason for her to do all that. And the same thing happened with I forget the girl's name and Maddie, where what is her name? A trans girl that got into it. I don't remember her name, but anyway, Maddie had addressed it. You know, where Tasha or the young trans woman had sent her or called Maddie while Tasha K was there, told her to call her, and it was just a mess. You know, and so it's messy, and I just didn't understand. But furthermore, not only is Tasha K super messy, right, but Flame Monroe's super, super messy as well. And so, like, I don't put anything past it. Like, I think this could have been an amicable situation, but I think that Fox Soul and had amplified everything because of thank you, Michaela, Sydney Starr. It was Sydney Starr that got into it with Maddie or whatever, or why Maddie doesn't feature Sydney Starr anymore. But my thing is at the end of the day, I felt like it was messy of Fox Soul. I felt like it was messy because you knew by bringing her in, y'all could do whatever you want. You're your own network or whatever. But at the end of the day, y'all did something that was like you knew was going to get under Funky Daniva's skin. And it was just not necessary. You know that this person, you are putting on someone that has disparaged one of your former co-hosts or former staff members, and for you to sit there and bring Flame Monroe and bring her on was not cool, in my personal opinion. I just don't think it was cool. And you could have at least given Quentin a heads up.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
At the very minimum, you don't have to. But if you're saying it's all amicable as it is, as you say, then why would you do something like that? It's very messy, and now it's backfiring on y'all. And y'all seeing how all of Funky Daniva's numbers. He had on Monday 14K in the chat. No production, no high production, no nothing on a live. Just him and his green wall. And a wig and had 14K, and y'all never came close to that. It's like, why would you do something like that? It's not cool. But anyway, what are your thoughts, Mona?
Because again, here we go, 2024, we coming in. Mm-hmm. People are wanting these clicks, likes, and views. And so you're creating this drama so you can get it, but that drama comes with a consequence. It's like the First Amendment right to say whatever I want. You can say whatever you want, but it comes with a consequence. So and in this situation, and because he has stated he don't want no smoke, he ain't doing the drama, he don't want the conversation, all of those things, and you still trying to create it, who need a paycheck? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.